have no one to talk to except for the screen, so I just need to talk. So let me get this out of my head. Good day, Grinches. Today's a good day to be Grinchy. A couple days ago, like on Monday night or Sunday night, I don't know, I was in the shower with my speaker on, and literally just the speaker was on, and the neighbors, it wasn't that loud either. It wasn't that loud. It was 8 p.m. also, just to clarify. 8 p.m. I had my speaker on. I was in the shower jamming out, and I wasn't loud. As far as I know, I wasn't loud. I don't think I was loud. Whatever. Quiet hour isn't until 11 p.m. anyways, and it was only 8 p.m. So anyways, I was in the shower, and I don't know if you watched that video. Anyways, they started banging on the wall. They literally so aggressively banging on the wall, which is like a common sign of you need to be quiet. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just be quiet. So I turned off my speaker. I got out of the shower, I turned off my speaker. Whatever, no big deal. And then I just sat in my room with the door locked, anxious all night. The next morning around 8 a.m., which I don't have classes. First off, I do have a class at 8 a.m. So I heard them knock on the door at 8 a.m. on Monday. Yeah, so on Monday morning at 8 a.m., they came and they knocked on the door. And obviously I couldn't answer the door because I was in a class, and I was up here still in my pajamas in a class, because I don't have to have the video or audio on for my class. So I just sat in bed with my laptop and listened to my class. And then I have an in-person class after that. So yeah, so after that class I get dressed and I go. But yeah, I was online with that class, and they came and they knocked on the door, and I just, first off, I was scared, and still from the night before, with how aggressive and rude that was. There's a way to address something. I was in the shower for approximately 7.5 minutes. I checked my the songs I was listening to, and I added them all up. Only 7.5 minutes I was in the shower for, and they didn't like my 7.5 minutes. So anyways, so they came over today. Today is Friday, and I know most people are probably out of classes on Friday, or their classes finish early on Friday, but my classes go right until 6 p.m. on Friday. So they came over around 5, like halfway through my class is 4:30 to 6, so they came around 5. So it was like in the pure of my class, and they came and rang the doorbell this time. But obviously I was in the middle of a class. I couldn't just get up and go, because this class, I have my camera on, I'm supposed to be responding and whatever. So it was important that I was in this class, because this class is the build-up class to the class on Monday. So if I miss the Friday class, then I'm going to be unsuccessful in my lab class on Monday. And at the exact moment they knocked on the door, she was given instructions for an assignment, and this assignment is worth 10% of my grade, so it's important that I sit down and get those instructions. So I had to ignore the doorbell, which made me anxious again, because duh, I'm alone again. And yeah, I hate it. So anyways, they're still trying to get in contact with me, even though it's been 5 days, and they still can't get over this. And I feel like that's very immature, especially because I was quiet all the rest of the week. And I think it's just very immature that, like, okay, I was loud one day, you made it very clear that you don't like my speaker on while I'm in the shower, so I don't do that anymore. And I got the memo. Now move on, please. Or what else do you have to talk to me about? Like, are you coming over to apologize? I don't see you leaving cookies on my doorstep. So please just leave me alone. Thanks. And if you're the neighbor that sees this video, hi. You heard me. Please go away. If you want to see me, I am in my house between never, because I also work. I film for content, I edit, I go to work, and I also go to school, and I sit here and do school, and I also have a real life, which is doing laundry. Lots of it. Have to put away. So that's my life right now. Okay, I'm just rambling because I have no one to ramble to. I literally am a loner, have no friends, and I live alone. So and I'm just kind of super cranky and super anxious about this whole situation because I just don't feel like this is my problem. Quite honestly, I just don't. Okay, anyways, stay good, you guys. Bye.